Welcome to the first week of our journey into critical thinking. Let's explore the skills that will sharpen your mind. Today, we'll dive into the essence of thinking, explore critical thinking skills, and understand why they matter. We'll also compare critical thinkers with non-critical thinkers and engage in some practical activities. Thinking is the mental process of understanding information, solving problems, and forming ideas. It involves remembering facts, solving problems, making choices, and planning actions. Imagine a student preparing for exams using these thinking skills. Let's break down types of thinking with simple examples. From recalling information to designing a project, each type plays a crucial role in our daily lives. Consider Ali, who has 2 hours before his exam. He chooses actions based on goals and time, demonstrating purposeful thinking. What type of thinking is Ali using? Critical thinking means questioning information, asking questions, checking evidence, and making logical decisions. Simply put, it's thinking before you believe. A cybersecurity analyst evaluates logs instead of panicking. Similarly, Sarah checks medical websites before believing a claim. Both are examples of critical thinking in action. Critical thinking involves careful and logical thought, questioning information, checking facts, and making reasoned decisions. It's thinking before believing or acting. Critical thinking helps us avoid mistakes, scams, and fake news. It aids in making better academic and career decisions and solving real-life problems effectively. Critical thinking involves checking facts and using evidence, unlike believing rumors or acting emotionally. It's about thinking independently and logically. When buying a smartphone, a critical thinker compares specifications, reads reviews, and evaluates options. This is critical thinking using logic and evidence. Ali wants to buy a laptop but checks reviews and evidence instead of believing his friend's opinion. This is critical thinking in action. A student debugging a program uses logical analysis and evidence-based problem solving, demonstrating critical thinking in computer science. Sarah's Python program gives wrong output. She analyzes and evaluates to find a solution, showcasing critical thinking in problem solving. A critical thinker asks questions, seeks evidence, thinks logically, and avoids bias. They consider multiple viewpoints and make fair decisions. Before sharing news or deploying software, a critical thinker checks reliability, confirms with trusted sources, and evaluates performance. An employee verifies an email claiming bank account issues, checks evidence, and avoids blind trust. This is critical thinking in action. A cybersecurity analyst examines logs and verifies alerts before declaring a breach. This involves analysis, evaluation, and logical reasoning. Critical thinking skills help us think clearly and fairly. They involve asking questions, checking facts, analyzing problems, and making smart decisions. The main critical thinking skills include questioning, analysis, evaluation, problem solving, creativity, and reflection. Critical thinking begins with questioning. It involves not accepting information at face value, asking why, how, who, and what, and seeking proof before accepting something as true. Let's see questioning in action. When someone claims, "This app gives free money," a critical thinker asks, "Who made this app? Is there proof? Has anyone actually received money?" Similarly, a programmer questions code reliability by asking if it has been tested and under what conditions. Consider a scenario where Ali receives a message about a public holiday. Instead of celebrating immediately, he verifies the information on an official website. This demonstrates the questioning skill, as he did not believe blindly but sought verification. The next skill is analysis, which involves breaking a big problem into smaller parts to find the root cause. For instance, if your internet is slow, you might check the router, Wi-Fi signal, or number of connected devices. Similarly, a student debugging a program checks for syntax errors and input values. Imagine a company's website suddenly goes down. The IT team analyzes the situation by checking server load, database connections, and network traffic. This is analysis in action, identifying the root cause of the issue. Evaluation is about judging whether information is correct, useful, or trustworthy, and choosing the best option among many. For example, before buying a phone, you compare prices, read reviews, and check brand reputation to make an informed decision. Problem solving involves identifying the problem, finding causes, generating solutions, and choosing the best one. When a server crashes, engineers check logs, restart services, fix bugs, and improve system design to resolve the issue. Creativity means thinking differently to find new and better solutions, not just relying on traditional methods. During COVID, restaurants exemplified creativity by starting online delivery services instead of only dine-in options. Reflection involves thinking about your own thinking, learning from mistakes, and improving future performance. After failing a test, a student might change their study method, while developers review mistakes after a failed software deployment to improve testing. In summary, critical thinking skills include questioning, analysis, evaluation, problem-solving, creativity, and reflection. Each skill plays a vital role in effective decision-making and problem-solving in various scenarios.